Hey everyone! Before we dive into today's terrifying tale, I have a question for you. What would you do if you were alone at night in a dark, abandoned building? Could you stay calm if something was lurking in the shadows, or would fear take over? Think about that as we explore a chilling story from Korea that will test your nerves. But here's another question to make it even more intense. If you heard strange whispers counting down, would you dare to open your eyes? Keep watching, because you'll need to decide before the end of this story. In South Korea, the pressure to succeed academically is immense. Students study relentlessly, often staying up late into the night, even returning to school for extra work after hours. For many, it's a race against time and exhaustion, leading to strange and sometimes eerie encounters when they're all alone. This story centers on a high school girl named Sun-hye. It was late one night, and she was burning the midnight oil in the school library with a few classmates. While the library was lit up, the rest of the school was swallowed by darkness, a perfect setting for something sinister. After hours of intense studying, Sun-hye decided to take a quick break and headed to the bathroom, leaving her friends behind. Little did she know, that would be the last time she saw them alive. As soon as Sun-hye left, a faint tapping noise echoed through the library, catching the students' attention. It was coming from the window. Curious, they turned to see a pale, gaunt woman outside, her face pressed against the glass. She had no eyes, just dark, hollow sockets. One crooked finger was tapping repeatedly on the window. And before anyone could react, the woman smashed through the glass. Suddenly, the entire school was plunged into darkness. Back in the bathroom, Sun-hye, oblivious to the chaos, calmly washed her hands. She had no idea her friends were facing unimaginable horror just a few rooms away. The darkness didn't faze her. But as she walked back toward the library, the eerie silence began to feel heavy. And then she saw it. Bodies. The lifeless bodies of her friends were scattered across the room. The library was drenched in death. Panic gripped her, but Sun-hye was quick to act. She threw herself onto the floor, playing dead among the corpses, hoping whatever had done this wouldn't notice her. And then, she heard it. A whisper. Faint, but unmistakable. 1, 2. 1, 2. The voice drifted through the library, closer and closer. Sun-hye dared not move, keeping her eyes tightly shut. The ghostly woman was pacing the room, stopping at each body, muttering the same haunting words. 1, 2. 1, 2. The woman was getting closer. Sun-hye's heart pounded in her chest. Would she survive if she stayed completely still? Or would she face the same grisly fate as her friends? 1, 2. 1, 2. And then it stopped. The silence was unbearable. Sun-hye slowly opened her eyes, hoping it was over, but there it was. The ghost was crouched over her, staring straight into her eyes. And with a bony finger pointed at her face, the woman whispered, 1, 2. In an instant, everything went dark for Sun-hye as the ghost plucked out her eyes. So, now I ask you again, if you were in Sun-hye's place, would you have opened your eyes? Or would you have stayed still, hoping for survival? Let me know in the comments. And remember, sometimes it's better to keep your eyes shut, because you never know what might be staring back at you. If you enjoyed this chilling tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more spine-tingling stories. Stay tuned, because next time, the fear might just be closer than you think.